I liked the harmony.
Oh, the harmony was so good.
Yeah.
All right, let's try it. Let's just try it again. What do we say again? So welcome
to this week's memes.
Welcome to. So let's do it. Welcome to this week's memes. Yeah. All right. Okay. Welcome to this. Where's the harmony?
Weeks.
All right, let's try it again. You want to start the welcome?
Welcome
to this week's memes. Nailed it.
Yeah, we're awesome.
Yeah, that's the take. Welcome to this week's memes with Marc and Pete. We got a nice bet. Oh, I did like this big plug for Crowd Pleasa. Remember? That was a great. Shout out to Crowd Pleasa at Crowd Pleasa on Instagram for supplying a couple memes for this episode. Really appreciate it. He's always kicking out the dankness on his Instagram stories. So check him out.
Always commenting on our posts and stuff too.
Yeah, he's a real ally, as you would say.
Yeah.
So we got some good ones. I think it's a good meme week, would you say?
Oh yeah.
We always have to check the temperature before we dive in.
This one's a tasty batch.
All right. Let's start this one off. I'll tell you what. Let's do this one with a back and forth. See if it goes. Okay. Do you want to be the therapist or do you want to be the me?
Yeah, I'll be the meme. Me.
Okay. So I'm the therapist here. So what actions did you take this week to help release dopamine in your brain?
I shared a bunch of memes on the internet so I could feel validated.
Sprays you with water bottle. Yeah, it's a difficult one to act because I could just do the water bottle squirting motion, but I don't think people would. I could have gotten a water bottle. That would have really
sent it home. Yeah, cool, refreshing.
Props.
No. I don't want to be sprayed with a water bottle.
Yeah, so this is it's a good one, right? Because the sprayed with the water bottle part, right? That's what takes it over, makes it an excellent meme. It was already a decent premise for a meme. A meta meme joke. I feel like I'm explaining this for the second time. I don't know why. Do you ever film half an episode and then realize the camera's not on?
Because we do.
We do sometimes. We do that.
Anyway, don't worry about it. Ain't no thing. Ain't no thing.
It's just...
Yeah, I shared a bunch of memes on the internet so I could feel validated. I mean, what? Come on.
It's a meta joke to put that in a meme, right?
Yeah.
Do you like meta, Pete?
Meta humor is hilarious. So it's a meme about sharing memes on the internet as a coping mechanism.
Yeah, but so that's just, it's like a joke as a front. That's the front. The real joke is the therapist is spraying the, is it a patient? Do you call him a patient or a client?
Probably a patient.
I'd say client. Spraying the client down with a water bottle. Like you would a cat. Like some people would a cat. I wouldn't spray a cat with a water bottle. Like, what could the cat be doing? They're like, they're licking the butter. Do your cats lick the butter?
They would if they could. Yeah, given the opportunity, they probably would.
Yeah. I don't like how high cats can jump, because a nice thing about a dog is if you don't want a dog to be able to reach something, you just put it, this high or higher, and then it's safe. Usually, cats, they're all over the place. They get on your dresser, they're up in your closet,
Yeah.
Not a pat for a cat,
Evolutionarily, they like to be in trees and stuff. They like to be in high places.
Yeah. Well, this meme's not about cats, Pete. It's about therapists spraying. I hear some parents do it to their kids. Spray their kids with a water bottle.
That is, that's not healthy either.
I mean, it's better than whacking them upside the head.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably. I don't know. It's such a delicate thing, right? Like, if I had a kid, I'd just be worried about not traumatizing them the entire time. Like something like spraying them with a water bottle that might affect their I don't know, their confidence down the line. Being in a 20 years later, they're like working their way up the corporate ladder, and in this meeting, they've really got to, they're trying to seal the deal, and then some lady comes in to work on the plants, and she's like spraying the plants down. He starts getting all nervous, like every time she squirts the water bottle. Yeah. Please don't squirt me. Excuse me. Yeah, you got to worry about that sort of stuff. Otherwise, they'll have to go to the therapist.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Good meme. Let's move on.
I feel like we both need therapy.
Yeah. We did a whole plea to BetterHelp in the original version. Okay. So this one, a really hard one to explain. I already know. So it's one of those nobody asking for it sort of thing. And then the Google marketing team, we're pleased to unveil our game-changing campaign we spent the last 18 months working on. And it's the Google logo. And then it shows a couple different versions of it, just ever so slightly tweaked, like a little more boldness maybe in the weight of the font of the G. Slight shape difference, slight color difference.
The colors are just a little different.
Imperceivable though. But isn't that kind of, it's kind of Google's thing. I mean, the biggest change to their logo ever was moving from a serif font to a sans serif font. Do you recall this?
Yeah, I do actually.
Yeah. But apart from that, it's been pretty much the same.
They're kind of like Coca-Cola.
Yeah, Coca-Cola. Pepsi's original logo looked kind of like Coca-Cola's, a little more fucked up. You ever see it? You ever see the progression of Pepsi's logos?
I remember like an old-timey font that says Pepsi.
Yeah, it was like red.
Cola.
Yeah. It was weird though. It was like all spiky. It's very stylized. But look up this one thing. We're back to where we were. Look up Pepsi logo redesign PDF. And this is, I think it's Arden Media. I might be getting the name wrong. But it was this guy who was just like a loon in the advertising world. And this was he sold Pepsi their new logo plus this document for $1 million. And he definitely spent more time on this document than he did designing the logo. And it's just like this crazy, over-the-top explanation of I don't know, nonsense.
Yeah, logo design is really hard because of this. Because there's so much thought expected to be put into it.
Right. Yeah, it's all justifying the big price tag.
Yeah. You can't just make it look cool. It has to mean something too.
Yeah. And lots of graphics, lots of illustrations kind of help convey that. The Mona Lisa. Yeah.
All these religious symbols.
It's pretty wild. Yeah, if you look up what did you Google? Because whatever you Googled is perfect.
Pepsi logo redesign PDF.
Pepsi logo redesign PDF.
It's the first result on Google.
It's pretty wild. Yeah, go scroll down to the faces. It's a pretty wild document. It looks. I sent it to some coworkers the other day, and like some of that they couldn't believe it was actually real. Like it seemed like it's like a parody.
No, it looks, it does. It does.
So nonsensical. But the story of that guy, that art director who he created a advertising company and got pretty darn big. I mean, they redesigned Pepsi's logo.
Pepsi.
But he ran it into the ground with he did a lot of crazy stuff. Yeah, check it out. I think it's
like any other Pepsi advertisement.
yeah. Pepsi has had, the best thing Pepsi ever did was the Pepsi challenge, right? I feel like that stole a lot of hearts.
We'll give someone a Pepsi.
No, the Pepsi challenge was they did a blind tasting of Coke and Pepsi.
Oh.
For all these, they would go up to people. They'd take the Pepsi challenge. Which one do you like better? And it's always Pepsi. Oh, yeah. It would have killed during the social media era. People could be taking the Pepsi challenge at home. I mean, it's a ridiculous challenge. Hardly a challenge. Which of these colas do you like better?
Yeah, they should have called it like the I don't know, the Pepsi test, something like that.
Yeah, Pepsi challenge does sound better. I don't know, but the point is
these imperceptibly small changes on the logo. Took 18 months.
18 months is not a long time in the world of technology. They say things move quick. They don't. They move very slow. Logo tweaks. I mean, they probably have a logo team, right?
Yeah.
You know what I have a problem with is the logos for all their productivity tools. Like Google Mail and Sheets and stuff. They recently updated the logos to all those, and so they're like all crazy multicolor, like everything else. It's like really hard to tell them apart now. You want to Google it?
Just because they use the brand colors.
Yeah. I mean, if you have any of those, Google Maps, your favorite app, they're all multicolor. Like
talking about the G Suite.
Yeah, like just look at my Drive and Mail and Maps and stuff. They look all the same now. Oh yeah, like this is the progression of them. No, they're even different now. No, yeah. Anyway, great content.
Yeah.
Let's keep this momentum going here, Pete.
Podcast listeners,
hang in there with us. It's our second time going through these memes. Shouldn't complain. Never complain. Never explain. Who said that? Henry Ford.
Jim Carrey.
Henry Ford.
So this meme is pretty topical. In fact, well, let's just get to it. It says dinosaurs watching the DART mission, DART, and then there's a photo of a very popularly memed face. I don't know exactly what movie or whatever he's from, but I want to say Airplane.
Yeah.
But he's just like looking down from heaven.
It's like this Photoshop of a guy's face in the sky. So it's like he's looking down from heaven. Yeah. And so it'd be that's the dinosaurs, right? So the dinosaurs are looking like, and kind of, I don't know, wistful?
Wistfully, yeah.
Yeah.
Wistfully.
Like, oh, if only we could have done that, I guess.
Now, I didn't even learn about it. I knew nothing about it until this meme.
Did you see that Google effect?
Yeah.
That's fun.
The DART mission was actually called the Double Asteroid Redirection Test. And I guess on September 26, 2022, they completed the mission of slamming a satellite into an asteroid.
Yeah, it was like 4 days ago. It was all over the headlines.
I learn about my news through memes. Apparently.
Yeah, they smashed into an asteroid to see if they can redirect one, and it worked, right?
Yeah, they were successful.
Yeah. So
For the dinosaurs.
one less thing to worry about, though, right? Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Like there's like so many ways that we could just like die instantly, and now I feel a little bit better about, I'm probably gonna have less nightmares where an asteroid comes and smashes. You ever see that prank that was floating around on the internet for a while? It was an ad. It was an ad it was a pretty good ad because it kind of went viral. It was for a TV that was like so crisp and high definition. And what they did is they made it look like it was a window in an office, and people were like coming in for interviews. And while the interview's happening, what they think is a window to outside, like a meteor starts like slowly flying down towards Earth and then crashes, and
Wow, that's a good TV.
and then they all freak out because they think it's real. It's pretty funny. Anyway, yeah, poor dinosaurs. They didn't have spacecrafts. Well, thank goodness for all these. We just did an episode about hobbies. Why didn't we talk about billionaire hobbies like space programs and stuff?
We did talk about Segway polo.
Talk about yeah.
That's kind of a billionaire hobby.
I guess probably less expensive. Oh, okay. Dinosaurs, watching the Dartmouth. Yeah, good. Pretty good. Topical.
Topical. Yeah.
Topical
Yeah.
above all things. Yeah.
No, yeah. Again, I will admit, like I sometimes learn things from memes.
What was that when China shot a missile at the moon a few years back?
Oh yeah.
What the hell was that?
Just see if they could hit it. Was it a nuclear missile?
I don't know. I remember it was in the news for a minute, but I don't know. It was probably like 2016 or something, so we were dealing with craziness in the election. So no one really cared. Yeah. What are you finding?
In 2014, Chinese rocket landed on the moon. Some astronomers say they crashed it into the moon. But
Crash landed. I don't know.
yeah, it's unclear.
Yeah. Now, the moon is U.S. territory, right? Because we put a flag on it.
Yeah, no, the moon is for all nations.
Oh. How many flags are on the moon?
I don't know. I'm sure there's a Chinese flag, an Indian flag, an American flag.
Is there, though? I don't remember any Chinese or Indian rockets going up there and landing on the moon, and
They
the
put
astronauts playing golf.
rovers on the moon.
They did?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
Oh, like unmanned?
yeah,
Really?
yeah. Not like the little golf cart thing.
Oh,
The little
okay.
Volkswagen robots.
Just little flag planting robots.
Yeah.
Smart move. Smart move. Why don't we colonize the moon? So much easier to get to. I don't know. How small is the moon? Surface area. Do you think it's like the size of Texas?
I just read that Pluto is probably as big as Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and is Pluto larger than our moon?
I don't know.
Poor Pluto. Did they bring Pluto back?
No.
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 It's gone for good. I mean, if it is the science, you can't just hang on to a planet. Next meme, Pete. Next meme. All right. So this one, the caption is, "It started out with a kiss. How did it end up like this?" and two pictures. One, a hand reaching out towards it's a Hershey's chocolate kiss, and then the second panel is a bunch of empty candy wrappers, and so I think the joke is that someone is like, oh, let me just grab one little piece of chocolate, and then they ended up eating a whole bag of chocolate or something.
Yeah.
Is that the joke?
Yeah, and it's got the Killer's lyrics.
Oh yeah, I knew those were some lyrics. I forgot what the song was. Now I remember. Yeah.
Started out with the kiss. How did it end up like this?
So it's funny because it works perfectly with the lyrics, but gives it a whole new meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a sweet tooth, Pete? Mandy
like
for
I've
the
heard
candy.
that question before. Around Halloween, I do. In fact, it's usually like just after Halloween that I do. People start putting out Halloween candy already. It's October 1st today. And I've already seen Halloween candy out there. I temper myself and I don't really break into it until like after Halloween. I'm all about those cheap discount bags of Halloween candy.
Yeah? You buy bags of Halloween candy after Halloween?
I always end up with Halloween candy like every year.
Yeah, I've noticed. I go down to your place and there'll be like a big bag of candy on your counter.
Yeah.
Makes me think you must have a bit of a sweet tooth. So is it just being around it during this season? There's just so much candy everywhere.
It's hard to avoid. Yeah. The best is it looks like he's eaten some Twizzlers, some Reese's, some Snickers. The best are putting those Snicker bars in the freezer and they get like real hard.
Yeah.
And then you break your teeth on them. They're great.
Why is that better than a soft Snickers bar?
It just elevates it.
Huh. There is the Snickers ice cream that I bet was probably adapted from that Midwestern convention of yours there. They sell those down at the old the Sinclair, Windstar. Check out the Sinclair on Windstar episode by clicking this link. You ever see people do that on YouTube?
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it.
It's usually pretty pro.
Yeah. Maybe we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Sometimes,
You binge eat a bag of Halloween candy.
Yeah. I have that problem with pizza, sometimes I'll be like, I don't want to cook. Pizzas sometimes, it's a cheap thing to order, get delivered. And then I'll think, medium pizza, I'll eat half of it. And then I'll eat, the rest tomorrow or something. And then you get to half, and then you're like, I could do another slice. And then next thing you know, you eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
Whole ass thing. Ain't that life? Good meme.
All right. So here's the last one. It's kind of like Monty Python-esque. There's some picture out of like some old book, and it's of a medieval like farming village. There's some peasants, and then there's a guy on a horse.
Lord.
And so the peasant says, I cannot pay. These taxes are unfair. And the Lord says, you talk a lot of shit for someone with such a flammable house.
Yeah, it's pretty cruel, Pete.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this one?
It reminds me of Monty Python.
Yeah. Yeah, it does seem like
kind of humor. Like, yeah.
Well, they do just need to have
What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah. Sad. Makes me sad for these peasants.
Yeah. Who said that life in the Middle Ages was it was like a short, brutal existence? What's that exact quote?
I don't know, but it sounds accurate. Yeah, not a great time to be alive. It's weird. It seems like the
Nasty, brutish, and short.
nasty British and short.
Brutish.
Brutish. Yeah, not the best time to be alive.
Thomas Hobbes. Thomas Hobbes said life was poor, nasty, and brutish. Oh, and short.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if that's funny, Pete. I mean,
You sent it.
did I?
You put it in the chat.
No.
My brother in Christ, you made the sandwich.
I don't believe it. Did I really?
Yeah.
No. Doesn't seem like one that I would send. But you never know.
This is a Mark meme.
When I'm pooping, I do be sending memes. No, that's Victor. Victor sent this one.
Victor sent that?
Yeah.
Well, Victor, it's your lucky day. We picked one of your memes and put it on the show.
These are the memes Victor picks.
Yeah. Well, that explains a lot.
I don't know. You got anything on flammable houses or hierarchies of society?
Feudal lords. I used to play Age of Empires a lot.
What is that?
It was a real-time strategy game for the computer. You could pick which empire in history you were. You could be the British, or you could be the Mongols, or you could be the French, or you could be the Russians. And then each I'd always play as the Aztecs.
Yeah.
Because they were really good. They had these jaguar hunter guys who threw spears, and they were really fast.
Did they have aliens and stuff?
No, I'm sure there were some mods where there were aliens.
Yeah.
But
what do you think about that with the pyramids? Why are there pyramids?
well, so the newest theory I've read is that the Egyptian pyramids, people were actually paid to build them.
Oh yeah, it was all equitable.
They said it wasn't slave labor.
Hard to believe.
I know. They said they found some tombs of workers who were buried pretty honorably.
Yeah.
That in a way that slaves wouldn't have been.
Well, I mean, there could have been, managers, obviously, the people running the operation.
The crackers, the ones cracking the whip.
Yeah. Those ones probably got buried.
Yeah, it probably is darker.
Yeah.
Darker than that.
No, I'm sure it's pretty dark. But so, the Aztecs and the Egyptians both came up with pyramids independently.
Oh, yeah.
And do you think it's because of alien intervention, or do you think it's just that's just a practical way to build if you only have rocks?
I think it's probably just a practical way to build things. I think some would say the Egyptians did the pyramids better than Aztecs. Because if you've ever seen diagrams of a pyramid being built, a lot of times initially they look like those stepped Mayan or Aztec pyramids.
Yeah.
What the Egyptians did was they built them like that, and then they smoothed down the sides. So there's more. They're architecturally, they're a little bit more advanced.
Is there a benefit to smooth sides?
It's just artful. I think it looks cool.
So you think they were perfectly smooth, polished back in their heyday?
I don't know.
It would look cool. Yeah, or they could just be a waste of resources. But the pyramids were just tombs, right? They're just gigantic tombs.
Yeah. Well, not in Aztec culture though. In Aztec culture, they were temples.
Yeah. So where were these Egyptians and Aztecs living? Just normal ass houses?
Yeah. The Aztecs had a really advanced city. Tenochtitlan was, it's roughly Mexico City nowadays, but it was on a large lake. And they had a series of like causeways that they could like lift up drawbridges and like prevent invaders from coming in.
Nice. Well, it must not have worked that well, right?
Yeah. And then Hernando Cortez of the Spanish conquered the Aztecs largely with disease.
Oh, yeah.
Smallpox blankets and all that.
Hence Montezuma's revenge, right?
And then you have Montezuma's revenge. Yeah.
Which is,
he
for the
killed
folks at home,
Montezuma.
Montezuma's revenge is it's the term for disease you'll get if you drink water in Mexico. I hear, but is it really that? Now that I think of it, they always say don't drink the water in Mexico, but it's all the same continent, right? How different could it be?
I've never been to Mexico.
Yeah, me neither. Montezuma's revenge. I wonder if it's really just like an old wives' tale.
Yeah. It's pretty funny.
Because it's the revenge of Montezuma.
That's the revenge of Montezuma.
Yeah. Yeah. So he'll be he'll be on the toilet all night.
Yeah. But the human sacrifices were kind of a quirk of their culture. So
the Aztecs? Sacrificing to the gods? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
They had a game very similar to basketball. This might be getting too in the weeds, but it was a game very similar to basketball. I forget exactly what it was called, but Tlachtli is the name of the game. And you put a ball through a hoop that's mounted on like the side of a court, very similar to basketball. And generally the winning team would be sacrificed.
The winning team?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I mean, I would throw the shit out of that game, right? Oh, whoops. That is crazy. Yeah, it's a great honor to be sacrificed in many cultures. How do you know so much about ancient Aztec culture?
I used to be really into them. I read a lot of books, played a lot of Age of Empires.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Well, that's just the fun sort of stuff you learn here at this week's memes. Good episode.
Yeah, thanks for bearing with us.
Yeah, it's well, it is what it is. Like and subscribe. Follow us on the socials. Stay tuned for next week's episode, where I think we're going to talk about multi-level marketing schemes. I'm liking it. I'm liking the idea. But I'm gonna have to discuss it with Pete. So see how that goes. Well, have a good night.